Hi everyone, Calvin Hoy here, the Cinephile. Thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for clicking. So, instead of another trailer reaction, I think I'd mix it up and do a review, actually. So, I want to review Elemental. I know I'm late to the party, but I didn't watch the film until more than a week after it released. So, just busy and lots of drama, etc. So, yeah. But yes, I'm gonna keep this short. I don't even know if this is gonna be 5 minutes. But yeah, let's talk about Elemental. So, Elemental is basically Pixar's latest film. I have some information here. It's just easier for me to do the premise. So, it's directed by Peter Sohn, who directed The Good Dinosaur. Not the best Pixar film. It's usually ranked near the bottom, The Good Dinosaur. And it hasn't aged well. You know, that film came out in 2015, 2016. I don't know if it actually made its release date. Yeah, 2015 it did. 2015, so that was 8 years ago. So 8 years between The Good Dinosaur and Elemental. So this guy's been working on 2 films, less than 4 hours of entertainment for 10 years of his life. So it's a lot of work. It's so much work for these films. These Pixar films. It's like $200 million animated film. And we'll talk about the budget a little bit later. But anyways, so basically Elemental is about all these different elements. So there's fire, water, wind, and wood, like the 4 elements. They all live in the same. They live in different places, but there is a city that they live in called Element City. So basically, the fire people, or not the fire people, the fire elements are immigrants, basically, like it's a metaphor for immigration, Asians, basically. So I think that's why the film's doing so well in Korea. The director is Korean. And everyone else is sort of just vague, people who were there already, right? So, and all the other, like the 3 other races or elements don't like fire because they're dangerous, right? Obviously. So if they lose their temper, they can cause fires on purpose, but they can also, just accidentally if they lose their temper, right? So they don't like them. So there's this metaphor for immigration and racism and discrimination, etc., which I thought was pretty well done. It touched me. This is Pixar's first romantic comedy. And so, without spoiling anything, well, I can spoil it. This could be a spoiler review. Because I don't want it to be too long. I said 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Okay. So essentially, Ember is the lead character. She's a female character. She meets Wade, who's a water character, and Ember's fire, obviously. So these 2 characters meet, and they're not supposed to match, basically. Like, in the film she says elements don't mix for obvious reasons. Like, you have a wood character and a fire character, that's not going to end well. So the film is pretty good. So that's the A plot, is actually the romantic comedy, and that's what people have been saying. This is Pixar's first full-on romantic comedy, because you have these teenage, they're elements, so it doesn't really matter, but these young characters, right, like teenagers / early 20s characters, meeting for the first time, falling in love. So that's the A plot, and then of course there's barriers. The B plot is not great. It's basically there's like a hole in the concrete wall that hasn't been fixed, and the water is going to where the fire people live. And this is sort of like, I understand it because there's racism, so they don't really care if it goes to the fire people, but like, it's pretty extreme. Like these are like huge amounts of water going to the fire people, so they can die, right, or be extinguished. And so, like, even a city is just pretending, oh, we're not going to do anything about it. Like, I thought it was a pretty weak plot, and it's sort of like throughout the film, like they fix it and then it breaks again, and etc., etc. So the B plot's not great. I guess that's the point, right? That they're so racist or they're so discriminatory that they don't care if like a whole. It's pretty bad. Like, and also it's not it's sort of resolved at the end, but sort of not. Like nobody gets in trouble. Like there's no comeuppance. So there's no like nefarious plot to do it. Like they're just lazy / they don't care. Which again is sort of okay. It's sort of realistic, but at the same time it's like there's no central villain. Like the person Gale, who's in charge of city construction and whatnot, is like sort of just like a tough lady who doesn't have time, right? And she's like, we'll get to it, or we're gonna shut down your father's shop, etc., because it has a lot of violations. That's where Wade comes in, because he's an inspector, city inspector. And so she's just sort of like not a nice person at first, and then she sort of warms up, right? Pardon the pun. So there's lots of puns in this film too. I'm not a huge fan of puns. I think they're pretty cheesy sometimes. But they're okay in this film. They work. They're not bad. There's a couple of really good gags and jokes. Like, so Wade is water, and somehow they just thought, oh, let's just make Wade's family specifically, like, basically crybabies, right? So they cry at everything. So it's pretty funny because they're made of water, so obviously they can create tears. But yeah, I think it's, I don't want this to go too long, but so it's cute. I did find it, very cute, relatively romantic for a children's film. Like, obviously it's not inappropriate or anything. It's pretty sweet. The A plot, like the romantic comedy, is pretty good. And I guess the A plot is Ember finding her way in life, right? Because again, she's a young character, just trying to find her path. Like, what does she want to do with her life? And they own a shop, so it's very, like, very immigrant story. Very much an immigrant story, pardon me. And so that's the A plots, and then romantic comedy. And then the B plot is like this issue with the water and this like wall. Yeah, so the plot's not great. Like there's not a whole lot going on. It's not. But you could argue that for Toy Story, like especially the first Toy Story is pretty simple, right? But then they go on an adventure. So this one's not so much an adventure. Again, this one is like Brave. I really don't like Brave, to be honest. So I would rank this as, I think I ranked it as number 16 or 17 out of 24 of the Pixar films. So that's pretty good. Maybe I'll put an image of my letterboxd Pixar films up here so you can see that quickly. Yeah, I think it's better than Good Dinosaur. I think it's better than... I haven't watched the Cars films, I can't say, but I'm sure it's better than like Cars 2. But it's better than Good Dinosaur. I don't like the sequels much, so I think it's better than Monsters University. I think it's better than Nemo 2, Finding Nemo 2. I really don't like that one, sort of. But yeah, it's better than Lightyear. So it's better than a few films for me. But yeah, I think it's fun. It was a nice time. I don't think it's too long. I think it was 109 minutes. Not bad actually. 1 hour and 49 minutes. So it's not that short. But yeah, the animation is beautiful, of course. It's well done. There's some thought put into the city construction. I think my sister said it was like, oh, it's like a less original version of Inside Out, right? Instead of thoughts, you have elements, which it does feel like that a little bit, because there's sort of, I think I don't know what else they could do. Some other animals, like specifically lions, well, Lion King, but cheetahs maybe, or foxes, or something that hasn't been tapped into. Bears, brother bear. I don't know, sharks maybe, something, I don't know. But they've done a lot, right? So they've done like fish, marine life, they've done toys, they've done monsters, they've done an old man and a little boy, and Up. So they've covered a lot of bases. So it'll be interesting to see where they go from here. I know they have Elio, I think, is coming out soon. But yeah, so I rank it like in the middle pack of the Pixar films. Like it's relatively good, I think. I think I would give it, I don't even know if I can find that star thing. Oh my goodness. But anyways, I give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Like it's quite good. Not incredible. Like it's not my favorite film. It's not even my favorite Pixar film. But yeah, I don't want to ramble too much. What do you think? Did you like Elemental? Did you not like it? The immigrant story, I'm not an immigrant, I was born in Canada, but my parents are. So, that's sort of, I'm well aware of that story, and it's you could say it's well-trod territory, like it's been done before. But not necessarily, I can't think of any for children, or for, younger people. I'm sure there is one or two, but maybe an American Tale or something like that. But anyways, let me know what you think. Did you like it? Did you not like it? I know some people really think it's not very good, which sort of hurts me a little bit. Not really, but I think it's good. I like it. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Find me on Letterboxd at the Cinephile 86. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. The voice acting is really good. Like, they got these young actors. An Asian girl, I think she's Chinese. Let me just see here, sorry. Leah Lewis, I think she's Chinese. I know she was adopted, but she looks Chinese. Sorry, it's not funny. And I'm just butchering this guy's name. It's African American actor, Mamoudou Afi. That's his name. He plays Wade. He's pretty good in the film. But Leah's good as well. So those are basically the two main characters, and of course they have, parents and who play minor roles in their journey. Not minor roles, actually. Ember's parents are very important to her story because she wants to make her parents proud and keep working at their store, but she also is like, oh well, I want to explore the world. So something that most people can relate to. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? I think I said it. Yeah. Cute, fun, simple, beautiful, beautifully directed. Not beautifully directed, beautifully animated. Directing is good. Yeah, it's really sweet. There's some really tender moments in it throughout, in the second and third act. Oh, that's what I say. So I think maybe some part, like the obligatory fights, they have a little argument, Ember and Wade, in the end of the second act, beginning, I think end of the second act, maybe beginning of the third act, when the film's sort of almost there, almost finished. And, I thought that was, it was okay, it didn't, the reasoning didn't seem fantastic, right? I mean, it's sort of like, well, we need conflict, and then she sort of doesn't know what to do, so she takes out her, frustration on him, etc., etc. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is my first review in over a year. I think it's probably over 400 days, or over 450 days now. It's been a long time. I can't even remember my last review. I think it was Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home was my last official review of a film. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Yeah, until next time, I will see you. Thank you. I really do enjoy doing these. It's just been so busy and a little bit stressful lately, but that's okay. And that's life. And yeah, thank you. Tell your friends. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time. Bye.